I hope they keep talking about these reproductive rights for women to not reproduce, because a lot of their base doesn't believe what they really believe in. I get on social media and I see some of the liberals and the Democrats, and they're talking about, you mentioned the subject of abortion, and they just come out of the woodwork on it because, you know, uh, Republicans are only pro birth, not pro life, and they want to talk about the right to not reproduce. But then you bring up things like late term abortions, and they come out and vehemently deny that anybody would have a late term abortion and that nobody supports that. So I hope they keep talking about it, and I hope they're very clear on what they believe, because I think that there's a lot of their base that it does not agree with their opinions about the ability to have late term abortions and partial birth abortions and those kind of things.
Yeah, because it's too horrendous to even mention that they're for. I
They
think
just
some
flat out
of,
deny it. They say nobody believes in
right,
that. Nobody wants to do that.
right. And they have to say that. I don't believe it's true that some of them say that. I think a lot of them, you're right, say that and don't aren't for that. I'm sure there's a lot of them. But but yet the candidates won't deny it. I hope Vice President uh, Pence puts her feet to the fire, but she's going to do exactly what you just said. She's going to say, oh, nobody wants to do that. We don't want to do that. She's going to do. So then he's got to ask her, well, are you against that? Are you against that? You're against that. And let's listen to what she says. And it is incredible. And if there are people that are against that and they're still voting for a communist Democrat, then they've got a bigger problem than what we think. And
Yeah.
here's the bigger problem. What they are doing by doing that they are admitting that not only are they voting with someone that has no character of any kind of value, but they don't have any character either, because they don't have the backbone or the character to stand up for what they say they truly believe in. And the only way they can stand up is not to vote for that person. So all they're admitting is, well, I don't believe that. I don't think they believe that, even though they won't deny it. And they're voting for that person. So they don't have the character to stand up. I said that once to a congressman in the state of Pennsylvania that was looking for votes, a pro-abortion economist or congressman, and he took offense to my keep calling him pro-abortion. And he said, I'm not pro-abortion, I'm pro-choice. And I said, well, you're okay with abortion, because if you weren't, you wouldn't be pro-choice. He said, no, you don't know that. You don't know my personal stance. So I said, what's your personal stance? Are you pro-abortion or not? He said, well, I'm a Catholic and I'm not for abortion. I said, so then we should vote for you because you don't have the character then to stand up for what you believe in. So how's that different?
That's right. And if they won't stand up for what they believe in, they won't stand up for the people that they elected, what they believe in.
Right.
And if nobody really believes in this and nobody really wants to have late term abortions, then why is it even a conversation? Why are the legislators and the leaders in New York applauding the right and the decision to be able to do these things?
Because they're all lying. Because it's so horrendous, they can't admit that they're for it. I mean, not everybody. Some of them truly aren't maybe for that, but most of them are never going to deny it, because they can't afford to lose even one vote from the abortionist that doesn't have a problem with it. They don't want to even think about writing that very liberal person off that they need to drive their communist agenda. They don't want to alienate that person by having the character to stand up and say, I'm not for that.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.